That's it? Oh, I can't even ink the credits. 0 out of 10. So I was not planning on making a review video for Splatoon Raiders because I felt like my first impressions video did a fantastic job of like explaining where I stand with this game. But after beating the game, I realized that I see the game in a completely different manner than I did since my first impressions video. And now I realized I had so much to say, I was like, you know what, I may as well just make a video. There's been a lot of buzz about this game being perfect, this game being peak, this game being pure cinema. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like everyone who's calling this game perfect and peak and cinema is one, they're just off of the euphoria of a brand new Switch 2 game, because I can guarantee you from a week from now or 2 weeks, no one's gonna want to talk about this game. Two, they're probably trying to gaslight everyone who doesn't have a Switch 2, because if y'all don't know, a good chunk of people don't have a Switch 2 in this year, so they're probably trying to convince everyone why they should get a Switch 2. So they're essentially gaslighting you all who don't have Switch 2s to get one just to play this game, because this game is only available on the Switch 2 because it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Now, I'm going to be entering spoiler territory here, so if you do not want to be spoiled, I suggest you click off this video because this is a spoiler review. Let's actually start off with the positives. The cinematics is wonderful. This is one thing that Splatoon always gets right, and it's just like the cinematic view of their games. You can just feel the immersion in these cutscenes. It feels so real, even though it doesn't have any voice acting. The fact that you just decide to put cutscenes, and especially in the final boss, it just makes it even more cooler. This soundtrack is phenomenal. Again, from the final boss specifically. This music it's gonna be memorable. It's definitely up there, one of the top 25 Splatoon songs. The gadget system, so I already covered this in my last video, but I'm gonna say it again. The gadget system is really like the best part of this game. Like the ability to go back, mess around with your gadgets, get different types of gadgets to adapt to a new salmon run fight, because you gotta constantly change gadgets, change weapons. That's really cool. Some Black Ops Zombie stuff. It's so cool, and that leads me into diversity. This game is very diverse. It's kind of like a Tears of the Kingdom vibe. Like, there's no perfect way to play Splatoon Raiders. You, the player, have to choose how you want to play Splatoon Raiders. So my way of playing Splatoon Raiders isn't your way. I'll give an example. For example, my favorite showstoppers are Shiver and Big Man. But maybe someone else's showstopper might be Fry and Shiver, or Fry and Big Man. And my type of go-to gun that I beat with a challenge might not be your go-to gun that you beat with a challenge. And I ended the game at level 42, but maybe you probably ended the game at level 20 or level 30. The point is, everyone has their own pace with this game. Not to mention, it took me 15 hours to beat this game, where it also took someone else probably 7 hours or maybe 18 hours. For $50, it's a pretty affordable, it's a pretty decently priced game. After finishing the game, I realized why it even cost $50. It's a pretty short game. The only reason why it took me 15 hours to beat is because I was constantly going back to level up, because I want to be at max everything to beat the final boss essentially. And I got the full Splatoon Raiders experience. Like, I maxed out my tanks, I maxed out some of my showstoppers, but that is all the positives I have to say for this game. Let's jump into negatives, because there's a lot of them. The first negative is the story. Dude, oh my god, this story sucks. This has to be like one of the worst Splatoon stories they've ever come up with. Like, okay, the crashing on an island and trying to get treasure to get back home is a good idea, but like, we're essentially staying there because we are greedy and we just want more treasure. And we could have left the island and go back to Splatsville at any moment. And that was just in my mind for my entire playthrough. So when you arrive at the end of the game, you awaken like this 3-headed salmonoid, right? And he was only awakened because we cleared the fog, and we was harassing these salmonoids that were living here peacefully. After we woke him up, he unleashed all salmonoids all around the world, and they're like all over destroying everything, which is kind of cool. But essentially, the only reason why there's a world-ending threat is because we chose to stay there and wake him up. If we would have left the island a lot earlier, this story would not even exist. So the story sucks. The characters are not that lovable. I mentioned that not bringing Callie and Marie was a missed opportunity, because those are the lovable Splatoon characters that we know and love. We don't really care about Deep Cut as a whole. This game gets really repetitive. From World 1 to World 2, it's really good. It's really entertaining. It's really fun. I was having a blast with it. When you arrive World 3, the game gets boring. I was sleeping with my eyes open because I realized I was redoing the exact same thing over and over. Killing salmonoids, using a different weapon, and I was getting bored. Now keep in mind, this game does have challenges, and the challenges are pretty fun, pretty creative, but they don't save the game because that's not the main mechanic of the game. The main mechanic is a salmon run. So you might think like by World 2 they're gonna come up with a new way to make salmon run interesting. No, they just add like a ice ability, and it still doesn't change the fact that it's just salmon run. So as much as this upsets me, at the same time I'm kind of like, we kind of knew this before we bought the game. We already knew that it was just gonna be salmon run but better, so I can't blame them for that. But I was like, I was expecting something more. So with that being said, when the credits rolled, I felt underwhelmed. I was like, is that really it? Is that really all what you have to offer? I decided to play this game on Raider and not on Survivalist because you don't actually get rewarded for playing the game on Survivalist, which kind of sucks. So when I found it out, I was like, there's no point in me playing Survivalist. You don't get a costume, you don't get an extra treasure. Even on Raider, the game was pretty difficult. I had to go back multiple times to level up, but I'm a Splatoon veteran, so of course I came out chilling. I don't recommend this game to everyone. It's really not for everyone. Like, it's really for a specific amount of people. If you love Splatoon and you love Salmon Run, then get this game. This game really heavily depends on your love for Salmon Run. But if you don't like Splatoon, if you hate Salmon Run especially, do not get this game because you will not enjoy it. And for everyone who's going around saying this game is perfect, this game is peak, this game is mid at best. It's not a perfect game, it's not a bad game either, it's actually pretty fun, it's just mid. I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10, which I feel like it's a fair rating. And for the first mainline Splatoon spin-off game, it was decent. It was just mid, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more spin-offs in the future. And what's really good about this game is that they can take the salmon run aspect that they had in this game and put it into Splatoon 4, because now that you made salmon run is like its own genre right now, so you gotta make sure that salmon run in Splatoon 4 is literally just as good as this or something completely different. Maybe ditch the salmonoids. This game isn't revolutionary or anything like that. It's really just some fun on your Switch too. And I had some laughs, I had a blast, and I'm just waiting on Splatoon 4 to be honest, because that's like the main Splatoon game that we're all waiting for at this point. Hey, what is up? You have made it to the ending of this banger video, so you just may as well drop a like and subscribe. Or don't subscribe. You don't have to. Okay, what is wrong with you? What? Can't you see I'm trying to make a clean outro? Bro, me personally, I'm not gonna subscribe to a stranger's channel just because they ask me to. And second of all, I don't think you do. Because these guys don't subscribe only they want what you're saying, but I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. I'm simply just asking the people to subscribe because it's something that all YouTubers do. Oh, so now you want to do something because you saw other people doing it? Thank you all so much for watching. Bye now. You're supposed to say bye. Are we done here?